Tecora Resources has two major assets. Southampton Resources, a specialty light hydrocarbon solvent manufacturer in Southeast Texas, and AMAC, a copper and zinc mine in Saudi Arabia. Southampton Resources produces solvents that are used in a whole slew of industries. The polyolefin industry, polyethylene and polypropylene. It's used in polystyrene and other foams. It's used in specialty rubbers. And it's used in the processing of those, during the manufacture of those products. It doesn't stay in the product. And so it performs as a catalyst carrier, it performs as a condensation agent, or it performs as a blowing agent. And the end use for those products is basic plastics, it's insulation foam, and then even tire and automotive parts. And the mine produces copper and zinc concentrate, and we only own 35% of the mine. Well, the real growth in the company at this point is in Southampton Resources, because the natural gas production that is increasing dramatically in this country through this unconventional fracking, basically, we have a huge growth in natural gas and natural gas liquids. And one of the natural gas liquids is ethane, and that's driving a huge resurgence in the chemical industry in this country. And the heaviest of the natural gas liquids is natural gasoline, and that's our feedstock. So we get a benefit on two sides. We have the increase in demand for our products, and we have this abundance in raw material. So the company benefits both ways. We also supply the Canadian oil sands, where they mine bitumen, and that's a big growth area. In certain companies, it's their major growth in reserves. And to get that material out of there, they need to clean it up, remove the asphaltenes, and that's what our product does. So we have growth in demand, we have steady supply, and we have this custom chemical manufacturing that we also perform at Southampton, and that is also growing as a result of this resurgence in the chemical industry. Well, we only have one other competitor. You know, we have to make these very, very high purity products. That's what our customers insist on getting, over 99% purity. There's only one other company in the world that makes the same purity that we do, but they do it as a byproduct from making gasoline and diesel. It's sort of the tail end of the process for them. And they're a behemoth, they're a giant. They cannot be customer responsive, and we, you know, our key differentiators are that we're very responsive, we're very agile, and we give customers what they want. And these big guys, sometimes they just can't move as quickly as we can. The first half of 2014, our sales revenue grew over 27%, from 109 million to 139 million. Our adjusted EBITDA grew from 10 million to 14 million from 2013 to 2014. So the company is growing very rapidly. We have all this upside in the future, so we're expanding the facility. We currently have 7,000 barrels a day of feedstock capacity. We're growing that by 60% to 11,000 barrels a day of feedstock. And that's to build in advance of all this increased demand for our products in the chemical industry and the Canadian oil sands. And then on the mine side, we've applied for extra leases for the mine, which will extend the life of the mine and greatly increase the value of that asset when it is forced by law to do an IPO in the next 2 or 3 years.